The good life, full of fun.
Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. Another big exciting day in my kitchen. Hey, where are we gonna go? What are we gonna make? We're gonna go to a place, it's in southern Italy, and they made these like great appetizers, you know, and what's really common in Italy is you'll have your aperitif, in this case Prosecco, which is my favorite, right? So we're having some Prosecco, it's a beautiful day, and we're overlooking the sea, and they brought out these cheese balls. Now I don't know about you guys, but anything with cheese in it, pretty much for me, I love it. It's absolutely delicious. So they brought out this mixture of a few different cheeses and they wrapped them in nuts, and man, they are delicious. And they're Gorgonzola Cheese Balls is what they are. So I want to share this real fun, it's simple, it's easy, it's fast recipe for you. And I'll tell you, if you're having a get together, if you're having a party, certainly something great around the holidays, or maybe you're just sitting around with your family and you got a bottle of Prosecco that you want to crack open, you know what I mean? Play a little Frank Sinatra like I got in the background and make some Gorgonzola cheese balls. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's absolutely delicious. All right, so let's get going. Let's go over ingredients here, my cast of characters, and we'll start from there. First and foremost, in center stage, is Gorgonzola. So it's essentially an Italian version of a blue cheese, okay? And I've got here about a half of a cup, and you want to get that, that green. You want that mold and that tanginess that is so characteristic of a blue cheese. So in this case, I got a half a cup of that good, soft, green, kind of the heart of the cheese. Second, I've got some ricotta cheese here. Now I've got a half of a cup, you're gonna see a theme here, of a ricotta cheese. And I'm gonna tell you, one of the best ricotta cheeses that I've had outside of Italy is Trader Joe's. I go to Trader Joe's and I buy the whole milk ricotta cheese, and it is absolutely delicious. I've got a half of a cup of ricotta cheese. Our third cheese here, right? Oh, I love it, is just mascarpone cheese. And mascarpone cheese is creamy, it's so rich. It's like a wealthy version, a real deep, rich version of cream with just a hint of that sour feel of that cheese. Next, critically important, anytime you're using cheese and cream and eggs, in this case we're using a lot of cheese, right? And that creaminess of the cheese, especially for the mascarpone cheese and the ricotta cheese, okay? We're gonna want some nutmeg. So I've got here about 1/8 of a teaspoon freshly ground. If you can get to freshly ground, it's always the way to go. I'll tell you, nothing smells better than that nutmeg, and nothing pairs better. It gives you that earthy, spicy feel that just complements that thick creaminess of cheese. Fantastic. Next, we're gonna need some walnuts. Now, in this case, you can use any kind of nut you want. So in Gorgonzola cheese balls, which is really common in Italy, you're gonna use walnuts, you're gonna use pecans, you're gonna use hazelnuts. Here, we're gonna take some walnuts, and I'm gonna toast them. I'm gonna show you how to do that. It's quick. So we've got about a cup of walnuts that we're gonna toast and chop down small. It's gonna be great. We're gonna want the zest of a lemon, about 1/4 of a teaspoon, not so much that it bites at you, but just remember the citrus nature of lemon, that oil that's found in the zest. That's gonna brighten the flavor. So it's almost like salt. It enhances and brightens the flavor of any dish. Specifically if you're using like creams and cheeses and nuts, just fantastic. We're gonna definitely want some fresh ground pepper. You guys always tease me because I can't smell anything in here. Next, we're gonna use some salt. Now, one of the ways to really kick up your cooking is to get some really good quality salt. Today, I'm gonna use some French sea salt, right from the shores of France, so beautiful. And what's nice about the French sea salt is that it's very briny, so it doesn't have like a really bright or harsh bite to it. It's gonna be really soft and briny. It's gonna just enhance. You don't wanna taste the salt, it's gonna enhance the flavor of it. Now, we've already got 3 cheeses that already have salt in it, so you wanna use just a little bit of salt. And guys, last but not least, we gotta add some olive oil, right? So I thought we'd add some of the best olive oil you're ever gonna have in your life, and that's Vito and Joe's, right from Puglia, Italy. So some of you guys know I got a farm in Italy, in Puglia. It's just above the heel. There's a little bump, there's a little village. It's called Vico del Gargano, and we bought a farm out there. We co-op with a group of farms to bring you some of the best extra virgin olive oil you're ever gonna have in your life, okay? And I named the company after my 2 sons, Vito and Joe's. There's a picture of the Boreal family there, and a picture of the farm. It's a great story. And you guys can grab yourself a bottle right on our Facebook page if you click buy it now, or you can go right to our homepage, which is cookingatalianwithjoe.com. Click on there, buy a bottle. You know, it's grassy, it's earthy, it's peppery, it's just absolutely delicious olive oil, and we drop ship it right to your house. I call it a trip to Italy right in the bottle. All right, let's start making some Gorgonzola cheese balls rolled in roasted walnuts. Man, does that sound awesome or what? First thing I want to do, we'll save some time and get things rolling here, is I want to heat up and roast my walnuts. Now you guys can do this in the oven, in a pan. I don't have a lot, so I'm going to just use a stovetop pan. Guys, it doesn't get simpler than this. I'm just going to take my couple of walnuts, I'm going to take a pan, pop them right in the pan, and then I want to get the heat on, and just get them equally spaced, and keep an eye on them. Won't take more than 10 minutes. Okay, walnuts are toasted, and you can already smell the oils coming out. It's gonna be delicious. We got ourselves a bowl. We got ourselves a paddle. We're gonna just start mixing everything. We're just gonna pop it in a bowl, start stirring. First, we got our mascarpone. Pop that right in there. Oh, doesn't that just look good? You know what I mean? You just wanna eat that, don't you? Second's our main character here. We've got our gorgonzola, our ricotta cheese. Ooh, that's gonna just add the creaminess to it. It's gonna be perfect. Our breath of nutmeg, a pinch of gray sea salt, a couple of twists of fresh ground pepper, some zest of a lemon, and just a little bit, guys, just a bit. Brighten that flavor. Goes so great with cheese. It's so Italy, especially that Amalfi Coast, southern Italy. Get the rest of that right out of there. And now a splash of some of the best olive oil, Vito and Joe. So I'm gonna put, you know, just a bit here. We don't wanna loosen up our mixture, but we wanna put about a tablespoon of oil. Oh, that's beautiful. And now we're gonna mix it up. So just take your spatula and real slowly, you're almost gonna like fold it. What I like to do is just flatten it out. Well, I don't wanna necessarily have no chunk of it in there, but I don't want a huge chunk of it either. And once you get yourself a really good blend, just give it one final mix. Now, the wooden spatula is great because it's gonna be stiffer, obviously, than the soft silicone spatula, okay? And then I'm just gonna give it a really good clean in here, and we're ready for the walnuts. Okay, guys, it's been about 8 minutes. Our walnuts are done. They're toasted. See how beautiful they are? So I'm gonna go ahead and chop these up. These gotta come out nice and small. So we really want a small piece of nut when we're chopping these. So I'm just gonna go ahead and, you know, pull out a few that are already there. And then just take your time. There's some Dean Martin playing in the background. Ain't that a kick in the head? So that's, you know, that's gonna be great. Just go ahead and chop them. Okay, nuts are done. See how perfect that is? So you want just a piece of flavor. You don't want something too big, right? I'm gonna go ahead and throw those in a bowl. All right, we're ready to go. Just a couple of tips. I've got a bowl here with the walnuts because we're gonna take that ball of cheese, right? So we want to roll that in the nuts. Secondly, I've got my bowl of cheese here, so I'm ready to go in that with a spatula. I want to try to get out every little last morsel of that as I can. A couple other tips to make this come out just absolutely fantastic. Number one, you got to subscribe to our channel. So there's a red button right down there. When you click it, what it does is anytime we have a trip, a new recipe, some travel ideas, whatever, it'll come right to your inbox, right to your notification box. And I'll tell you, it means a lot to me when you subscribe to the channel, and hey, makes you part of the Boyle family, you know what I'm saying? And then lastly, we've got our olive oil. I know, I don't know where it comes from. Frank's playing in the background. I don't know what you guys want me to do. And then olive oil, guys. Go right online, grab yourself a bottle of olive oil. By now, you've probably already done that. So you're part of the family. You got yourself a bottle of olive oil. Let's make some Gorgonzola cheese balls. Hey, another great tip is to get one of these little scoopers. I love this because it gives you about the size of a walnut, just a perfect little ball size. And that makes them all come out uniform, makes them all come out perfect. So first we're gonna get our little scooper here. So just give yourself a scoop. Then take your ball of nuts, right? And then I'm gonna scoop it right in there. That way your hands won't get dirty. And then just grab it, roll it around in there. Oh, look at that. You know that had to come out great because Frank Sinatra's playing Fly Me to the Moon. Perfect. I'm gonna set that on my plate and I'm gonna start making some more balls. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Perfectly round nuts. Oh, you guys know it's my favorite part of the video. You know it, right? So let's go ahead and grab one of these. Oh, first thing that comes out, you know, that aroma of the walnuts roasted in the oils. And then you can smell the blue cheese. You can smell that Gorgonzola cheese. The nuts first come out. That tanginess of the Gorgonzola. The olive oil, the salt, the pepper, and it's got that creamy silkiness of the mascarpone cheese. you know, and that ricotta just makes it nice and soft, and it just like makes it melt in your mouth. So good. And what's great about these is the walnuts. The texture of the walnuts as the cheese kind of melts in your mouth. You get the flavor, but you get that crunch. It just gives your mouth a happy feeling, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna finish this on video. Boy, that's good. I'm thinking aperitif right now. About a half of a glass of Prosecco. Wash that down. Man, that's good. A beautiful sunset, the smell of the Mediterranean Sea. I mean, are you guys with me? Are you with me on that? Oh man. So fun to take a trip to Italy with you guys, I'll tell you every week. Guys, thanks so much for joining me on a simple, beautiful Gorgonzola cheese ball recipe here from Southern Italy. So much enjoyed it. Remember, hit that red subscribe button, make you part of the family, go online, grab yourself a bottle of olive oil, Vito and Joe's. Literally a trip to Italy right in a bottle. And remember, shut off the electronics and the TV, and get your family around the table and make a mess and burn a few things and tell stories and spend some time with your parents and your grandparents. You know, celebrate your heritage and set some traditions that last your lifetime. I know they did for me, guys. Listen, from my kitchen to yours, until next week, buon appetito.
Full of fun seems to be the